Hi, I'm Karin Starr, and this YouTube channel is Deep Wisdom Wellness. Today I wanted to show you quickly in a short tutorial on how to make elderberry syrup. It takes a little bit of time in your crock pot. You can also do this on the stove, on low, for a few hours. I like to put it in the crock pot and let it, and put it on low for 12 to 24 hours. You need a few goods. You need to get some elderberries, whether you pick them yourself. I like to use the Frontier dried elderberries. This is a 1 pound bag. I'm going to use a whole pound for my syrup today, but you can use a half a pound and just let it go for longer. That's totally fine as well. I'm going to use some ginger. I'm going to use some fresh turmeric. You can always use powdered turmeric or powdered ginger if you don't have fresh. I am going to use some lemongrass today, some whole peppercorns, and some cinnamon sticks. So let's get started. Super easy. I'm just going to turn this on to low. I take my elderberries, throw them in. Take some ginger. I'm going to take a good couple chunks of ginger here. Got some here. Chop them into chunks. It doesn't have to be small. Ginger is a great anti-inflammatory, also really wonderful for digestion. Turmeric, I'll use about this much turmeric, which is such a beautiful root. Turmeric and ginger are in the same family, and turmeric is known for its awesome anti-inflammatory properties. See that beautiful color orange? Throw that in. Let's get some cinnamon sticks. I'll put 2 cinnamon sticks in there. 1 lemongrass stalk. This is a nice big one. I'm going to cut it so it's split down the middle. I'm going to kind of open it up so it really gets that nice aromatic. I love adding lemongrass to a lot of my broths as well. It's a wonderful flavor. Peppercorns, I'm going to do about 1/4 cup. If you want, peppercorn is really good for your respiratory system, as well as helping your body absorb the anti-inflammatory effects of turmeric. And so you can make it spicier if you want. I have little kids, so I try not to make it too spicy. I want just enough to get the right effects. I put all that in my crock pot. And then I'm going to add about 10 cups of water. You can add water as you're going along throughout the 24-hour process of making this syrup. So as it starts to simmer away and evaporate, you can add more and more water as you go. And then you can keep going for longer periods of time, which is going to give you a thicker syrup. When it's done, so I'm going to put it on the top. When it's done, you're going to let the elderberry syrup cool. So you turn it off. You're going to let it cool till it's just warm. And then you're going to add raw honey, depending on how sweet you want your syrup, and raw apple cider vinegar. And again, it just depends on how you like to have your syrup taste. You don't have to add those 2 things to your elderberry syrup, but it will make it more nutritive for your tonic. I like to do that because then I get honey and apple cider vinegar into my children in an easy 1-step shot kind of thing. But sometimes I make it and I just leave it, and then I separate and I make one that's sweeter for my kids and then one that's a little bit more potent for me and my husband. So I hope you like this tutorial. Very simple, easy. Make the elderberry syrup, take it morning and afternoon. If you're not feeling well, And I'm talking, a quarter cup morning and afternoon. That's all you need to boost your immune system. It's also really, really good for your respiratory system and easy to get into our kids, has tons of vitamin C. You can take it all year round. And if you're lucky enough to live in a place where you have wild elderberries, which I am, last year was a bad year for elderberries. You can even have that wonderful time of year in the late summer, early fall, picking elderberries and freezing them for your winter elderberry syrup. Thank you for being with me today, and I hope that you use this tutorial and make wonderful elderberry syrup for you and your family.